Hey guys, welcome back to Auspicious Tarot. Thank you for being here. Make sure if you resonate with the video, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. But I have been having this feeling of it's like you're embracing this life that you've always wanted, releasing yourself from Eight of Swords kind of energy, just really binding yourself up in self-doubt. I feel like a lot of negative things were projected onto you that were not true whatsoever in multiple types of relationships. So let's get some information on this here. Here with the Page of Wands, and here we have the Six of Wands. So this is, Six of Swords. So now, in the past, you had moved past, some really difficult life circumstances, some things that really hurt you to the point where you're like, okay, I'm going to take all of these weapons, lessons, and move forward. And now you're no longer in a sea of deep emotion, pain, feeling like you have to flee from somewhere. Your nervous system is finally kind of calming down and getting to a place of regulation, and you're so ready to explore. It's like you've gone from, I don't want to say rags, not really, but just here in the photo with Six of Swords, it really depicts someone who is, moving out on faith. It's almost like the Fool card, but not in a happy way. It's in a, I need to leave this area if I'm ever going to have a chance to live the life that I want. I'm going to need to leave this area, leave this family, friendship, workplace, whatever it is for you. You need to leave this situation, this people. Maybe you were able to take one or two people with you. And this could be simply in the spirit as far as loved ones who have passed on, but left a beautiful impression in your heart, a way to survive, a way to thrive and hold on to. Oop, I've got a delivery. 1 second. All right, I'm back. So yeah, it's like you move from a place of literally needing to move on, and now the Page of Wands has the energy of being able to move forward. This is someone with a regulated nervous system. You're no longer as jumpy. You could still absolutely have remnants of some negative past situations, really painful memories still popping up in your energy and in your mind, even in even nightmares, negative dreams. But you've moved past it. You've moved past it. It's like these were the stepping stones to your growth. And now that you're far more clear-headed, now that you're away from a situation, instead of swords, you now have this abundant staff with these beautiful opportunities that you are grabbing onto. For some of you, you do need to have the confidence in knowing that you can leave a bad situation. This could be a bad relationship. This could be anything that, whatever current situation is going on for you. This feels like familial ties in a way. But this is some awesome energy. I'm going to go ahead and keep the Six of Swords kind of in the background because this beautiful Page of Wands energy is your main energy. It's what you're moving into. And that's what you might not necessarily see right now. You could be a little bit in the thick of the Six of Wands energy, kind of like almost Six of Wands, where you feel like you're almost a step back. You're at the Five of Swords. I keep on saying Wands. You have a lot of opportunities coming in, by the way. If you are looking for a new job, something like that, you have a lot of opportunities rolling in. So that's going to get better soon. But you could be at Five of Swords energy right now. The card of conflict. A group of people that are Sneaky, treacherous, not good. So you could still be at the tail end of that. You're kind of like actually probably on this video to be like, you know what, let me see what this lady has to say. Oh, this like really matches up with, this particular situation where I'm thinking of like kind of booking it. And you should. If anything is literally holding you back in your life, you need to. I mean, you have one precious life. You don't get any do-overs. I know some people believe in reincarnation, but let's be honest. Do we have the exact proof? Is that all definite? Same thing when it comes to any religious system about, certain afterlives and things like that. Do we have any real concrete evidence? So you need to live your life. You need to do what's going to be best for you and your nervous system and your health. Because the more that you stay in that Five of Swords kind of energy, what happens is, your body is affected so badly. Your body starts to break down. You have this negative cell turnover, which you know what I'm talking about with that. High blood pressure, etc. All of these, negative bodily anomalies that, you don't have to experience in this life. You don't. And so you're going to get to a point, there's going to be something that comes up that, you get to be freed from this mental prison. Eight of Swords energy. You're skipping from the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. You are deciding to not go down that path, it looks like. We'll see what the deck, says. I'll shuffle some more and see. But right now, your energy is like you want to leave, and you should. Your advice is to skip from literally the rest of the suit of swords, because it gets more and more extreme from there in the tarot deck, right? Your Seven of Swords is now, okay, you think that, all right, so you've already seen someone's character in whatever situation resonates for you right now, and then you decide to stay, and then guess what? Now all of a sudden they're stealing from you. Now all of a sudden you're having, like, you need to move for safety type of thing. It's just someone is sneaky, they hurt your work opportunity, something like that, Or they step out of the relationship and now your health is really compromised, things like that. Then you have Eight of Swords. Then the longer you stay, that person who moved into that Seven of Swords energy for you or toward you will put you in a mental bind by gaslighting you, telling you that, oh, what happened wasn't that big a deal, blah, blah, blah. They're going to do the whole liar thing because, hey, that's what opportunists do, right? Then you get the Nine of Swords. Then it gets to the point where you listen. You're like, oh, my God, I can't believe, you're so stuck in that situation. You're so distraught. You're so disappointed. You feel like, oh, man, it's like you realize something at the last minute, and it's kind of almost too late. And then if you advance to the Ten of Swords, that's the ultimate betrayal. Things get very serious from there. So your advice, certainly right now with immediate energy with Six of Swords and skipping the rest of the sword suit and going to Page of Wands energy, skipping all that, you're being told to trust your intuition. Trust the negative emotions that people are making you feel around you regarding you feeling like you need to leave. Trust it. It's right. You're correct. And then mentally keep it to yourself. There are some situations where it's not a good thing to tell people exactly why you're leaving, why you're like ending the friendship, why this, why that. Bow out silently. If depending on the situation, it absolutely goes to the person. If you're dealing with anybody who is, unstable mentally, does terrible things that just show a complete lack of common sense, disregard for others, for you clearly, ghost them. Ghost them. I'm so serious. Don't play with this. Don't play with people that, for example, jealous friends, jealous family members, things like that, or a jealous partner. Because they will do any and everything they can to stay attached to you and destroy anything and everything that they can based off of jealousy or whatever it is, or insecurity. You know, it's not a game. You can't offer up your heart as the platter for someone to devour for their sustenance to feel better about themselves. Because then where's your heart? In their stomach getting digested, and well, now, you know, you only have one, and there are circumstances in life that can push you to be so hard, so cold, so closed off, and then that closes off other opportunities. It makes it much harder to get to the Page of Wands where you're open, you're lighter. It feels a lot better. Think of the scenario of, okay, say you are dealing with someone who is like that, which it clearly looks like. Say they make a rumor up and get you fired from where you're working. Say they, key your car, or I don't know, break in your place, or I don't know. It's just these people, you don't know the extent of their envy, their jealousy, their insecurities, and what they're willing to do to you about it to make themselves feel better for a second. So, again, do you think you feel guilty for ghosting someone like that? You absolutely shouldn't. You're dealing with someone who's like a serial killer in the making. And it's not, I chuckle or giggle, but it's not, I'm serious. It can get very serious when it comes to people with negative intent like that, It really does. It can. So, with that said, skip the rest of the sword suit and let yourself be in the Page of Wands energy. You do what it takes to protect your energy. And much of the time when it comes to especially off personalities like that, that's the kind of person you want to ghost. That's the kind of person who will be so insecure that, you know what, let them think that you're jealous of them, and that's why all of a sudden you ghosted them. Let their insecurities make up and fill in the blanks for why you left. Because if you tell them the truth, it could strike such a deep nerve in that person's insecurity that they want to take you out of here. I'm so serious. I am so serious. It really gets that serious. And this is across class. This is across race. This is not, this is just unfortunately what certain personalities do when they allow themselves to get to that point of not working on themselves. So you need to take your booty out of there, and you need to just go ahead and follow your gut. Your gut's nagging you about something, about leaving someone or something. So do it. Get your ducks in a row. Put your job applications out there. Keep doing what you're doing. Ramp it up a little more. You should cut off, communication more with this person. Don't tell this person anything about you. Let them think that what you were doing 6 years ago or 6 months ago is still what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Let them think even if you switch jobs already, for example, let them think that you're still working at that other place that you were at 5 years ago. I'm very serious. Because if you, say, oh yeah, honestly, for example, jealous friend in this particular, I'm on the fly making up the kind of example. Say, for example, you get a really great job, and things are going well for you, confirmation with the engine, which I don't know if you heard the motorcycle outside, but it's you are moving forward quickly. You've got your engine and everything good. You're ready to go. You're doing a great job, and you say, hey, look, honestly, I'm not going to have time to be able to listen to you about, your relationship issues and things like that. I really need to concentrate on this new job, or I need to concentrate on my studies for this new program that I've applied to, or, etc., whatever it is. And then you cut them off. That is gonna let them have the ammunition to sink your ship. Like my grandma used to say, may she rest in peace, loose lips sink ships. It's very true. People like that will become so envious, and they will have that information about you, and they will say, oh, okay, well, you know what? Never, ever again am I going to let this person get away from me. How dare they make me feel this way? And then before you know it, well, maybe someone's doing something crazy and, trying to get you canned from a role. And then depending on the ineptitude or not of whoever listens to whatever is told to them at your new workplace, well, Now you're SOL. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell people your next move. Real G's move in silence, like lasagna type, you know. Lil Wayne reference there. But seriously. Oh my god, stop. Okay, so I have the deck in my hand right now. I wish I was shuffling, like, you know, I wasn't shuffling, I was just kind of like moving the cards like this. But either way, I opened up the deck and look is what is right in here. Your intuition's telling you that definitely someone wants to take you to the Seven of Swords and Eight of Swords. Someone wants to mentally bind you first so they can do the Seven of Swords. They want to make you doubt yourself and your prowess, your information, your knowledge, whatever, and use that so they can, I don't know, hurt you in some kind of way. They just feel like that. They just want to do that. Yeah, and then put you in this Eight of Cups energy. Yeah, this could be about work. It could be someone who wants to isolate you from work in a way. Could make you they just want to screw you over, basically. You already could have some bad memories. This could be like a childhood friend with, you know, the Six of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, your emotions are a little bit befuddled because this is someone that you do care about. It's someone that you've known a long time. This could be family, etc., whatever. But honestly, are you going to let these people poke holes in your ship because maybe they don't have their own ship by way of education to, like, you know, get the job they really want? And then they don't want to even go to school. So they're just going to look at you like, people will absolutely do that. You know, people will 100% not even do the work it takes to get the degree or certification that you have, do a little bit of the work experience that you have in order to get to the place that you're at or that you want to be at. They will do that 100%, no problem. When they have these personality defects that they don't want to fix, you should never envy or be jealous of anyone. If there's anything that you like or are interested in, then you should always be happy for other people whenever great things happen for them, even if it's not something you want or something that you're working toward and it's going to take some time. But people will be literally so lazy, so treacherous, that they'll just evil, honestly, that they'll just, you know, go ahead and be like, you know what, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to increase my intellect. I don't even want to enroll in school or anything. I'm just going to sit over here and I want to, you know, I don't know, take down this person who is doing well. Happens all the time, every day, all day. So listen to your gut. And it's important because you want to skip the rest of the suit like that, the sword suit. Because when you're in the Page of Wands energy, it's like here at the Six of Swords card, it's like you can see this environment that Page of Wands is in way off into the distance where happiness is. All of this water represents really negative, turbulent emotion, drowning in, it's like you saw this person or you know about this person being very terrible to someone around them. So it's only a matter of time before they do it to you, kind of thing. So you're still swimming in your emotions and whatnot. And there's, you know, here just a bit of a strong current underneath. But you know you're moving into calmer waters. And as you do, if you just go ahead and cut this person off silently, quietly, you know, on some BS, oh yeah, no, I work at this other place that I was at 10 years ago, depending on what information you've already given them. Don't give them your current info, man. Like literally. Depending on that, then, well, you know, if you can just go ahead and cut them off quietly, strategically, you'll be able to step back and say, oh my God, that was a messed up person. I'm just so glad I got out of there, and that's it. And then with the Page of Wands energy, you're going to be like, wow, it feels good, and it's better to ghost somebody who shows really negative personality traits than to hold on to someone and wait for them to hurt you. You know? If you know someone's hurting someone else, which kind of ties in, funnily enough, with the last video I did that was like cautionary tale story time, which honestly, I really implore you to watch it if this has to do with a relationship, if you suspect infidelity. Because truly, it's so not a game out here. People are doing the most crazy things, men and women alike, both doing really, really, really wild and creating just terrible, terrible situations that'll end up on the news type thing. Like, it's just absolutely insane, the selfishness of people. So seriously, if you think that this relates to like a personal, intimate relationship and you do suspect infidelity or something, or they're starting to allude to wanting to do that to you, watch that video. Because I share a personal encounter with a monster, I like to call it. Someone that I went to school with when I was like a kid. We reconnected very shortly, and I tell the whole story. I mean, I don't mention names or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. But I mean, it's a major PSA, because honestly, a lot of women are unsuspecting in how their partners can treat them. A lot of men are unsuspecting as well too. So I mean, whether you're a man or a woman, you can watch that video and apply it to your situation and the potential consequence of ending up in that kind of situation, truly. So I suggest you watch it for sure. And the thing is, again, ghost the person, because if you're in the Page of Wands energy, isn't it so much better to be like, wow, this is like you pondering, like, dang, what that person has been doing is so crazy. I can't believe that. Welp, oh well, has nothing to do with me. I've got this new certification, maybe going back to school, etc., etc. Or you've got a new job offer, and you're just like, wow, this is quite lovely. I'm building my foundation. I'm no longer feeling turbulent. You're not holding somebody else's secrets or whatever because they think that you're entitled to do that. They're entitled to put that onto you type thing, which I do address in that previous video. I am alluding to that situation. I'm telling you, it's a really wild roller coaster. It's a very, very wild roller coaster. As far as the story that I share as a significant PSA for anybody who's like being intimate with people and whatnot. Oh boy, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. There's nothing cute about it. You cannot approach dating and relationships like it's cute, because for real, people are destroying lives permanently, destroying generations permanently out here in this dating game. You have to be so serious about vetting, etc. Okay, anyway, but so I'm telling you, the story is extremely wild. It's very wild. I needed to tell it to get it off my chest, because like, gross. And the only reason why I haven't said anything to that person's partner is because, I mean, it's such an unstable situation. It's a very unstable situation that has nothing to do with me, and that is not my responsibility. Sometimes you need to just know when to walk away and be like, oh, I see that's going to blow up. Oh, hell no. I'm not about to be, dragged in because, so-and-so was doing whatever with so-and-so for so long, and now because, I say something, which would technically be the right thing, but I mean, for who? Not for me. It has nothing to do with me, so just honestly, you need to just be very vigilant when it comes to relationships and stuff. If this is particularly, resonating with you in a relationship sense. All right. Anything else here for my lovely ones? Energy of Judgment here. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So, more swords. Like I said, so interesting how I mentioned all the sword suits and then almost all of the swords pop right the hell out. Interesting, huh? But yeah, here with the Five of Swords, this is somebody who is like this. This is someone who is a bully, someone around you who is treacherous, someone around you who is dishonest, someone around you who is not a good person. And you saw this. You recognize this. Yeah, and here with the Three of Pentacles too, having to do with work, if it's resonating for you in that way. Like I said, be quiet about, where you work or are going to work or are trying to work. Basically, don't tell them anything about your next moves. I'm so serious. Because crazy people will try to just sabotage you just because they made a mess of their own lives. And then they see you doing your thing and they're like, oh, you don't deserve that. Even though it's like, I did not make the decisions you made, so what in the world? I know it makes no sense, but you know what? Not everyone has your heart, and you have to recognize that. This is what this reading is basically kind of telling you. Any other lovely advice? Good energies. Whew. So here we've got moon, phases, cycles, intuition. Yes. Follow your intuition. You know what's right and wrong. Think of true crime, okay? Especially when it comes to like weird relationship stuff, which I mean, I am a little bit referring to the previous video that I made. Because sometimes people will definitely do their best to try to drag you into their craziness. Seriously. Use your intuition. You could be hearing about certain things through the grapevine, and it's never really good to like entertain gossip, because you never know what if it's true or not, you know what I mean? But you know better. This is someone who maybe wants to intentionally sabotage you at work or sabotage your workplace. Mess up a collaboration of yours. This person could be blonde, black hair, red hair. But yeah, man. Well, that's what I got for you, my darling. Let's see what's gossip on this. Not as gossip, but you know, what information needs to come out about this situation for my lovely viewers. Let's see. What do the cards say? Uh-huh. Okie dokie. So a few cards already fell. I'm going to read those in a second. But yeah. Someone is so hella triggered at how you are in your hustle mode. You are doing work that they're not willing to do, or they're not educated to do. And they're so pissed. Like, you're getting your money. You're making smart decisions. You are being strategic, making great investments, building wealth for yourself, and you're making your own money work. You're doing a great job. And this person is very triggered. And they can't even ask themselves, why does this bother me? Why don't I work on myself? No, they just see, how dare you do well. They're grinding hard and being ambitious. Like, you are burning the candle. You could be at school. You could be in school, too. Like, as far as university, you know. This is an 18 plus channel, by the way, so I hope that's pretty obvious in some of the things I've discussed here. Yeah, and also, you know, for some of you with dating and whatnot, is if this is resonating in a romantic sense. So this could be that this fake friend or something, or family member is like pushing you to just partner with anybody, just somebody. Oh, you need a man. Oh, you need a woman. You need this. Da 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 da. Even though, like, you know, it's in a way to kind of like set you up to go through some pain that they went through. You know, keep on your grind. You'll know when it's time if you want to do that, or you just might not want to. Whatever. I mean, totally valid and fine either way, whatever you decide to do. And probably avoid dating apps. Stay the hell away from those things. I mean, back in the day, like even a good decade ago, like it used to be it was always dangerous. Dating apps have always been dangerous. People need to understand that. And especially with certain, you know, pent-up frustrations being showcased and talked about in media and whatnot. Please know that you're just meeting an entire, complete stranger. A whole stranger. I don't care if you meet them, like, at a Starbucks in public or whatever. Like, you need to guard your information and everything about you. You are intentionally being single from what these cards are saying. So don't let anybody push you into potentially being with someone who is just really bad for you at best. It's so serious out here. We have to stop looking at dating and things like it's a game and just what you're supposed to do. Da, 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 da. Like, no, people are losing their lives behind unstable people, and the advice of, oh, well, you have, it's just something to do, or whatever, or look at your age, blah, 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 all this crap, just to, the blind leading the blind and leading you right off a cliff, and they'll laugh as you fall right on down, and look at the aftermath and laugh at that too, which is dark, and it's very serious in the way that, unfortunately, sometimes friend groups, click up and, decide, oh, we're all going to find, that partner dude, or we're all going to find, or we're all going to find that guy, you know what I'm saying? And then it just turns into a, like, let me set you up with this person, they're great, or this and that. It's like, be so discerning. Be so discerning. Do not compromise. Because having a partner is not, a game. It's not just something to do. It's not, it can be cute, but the depths of people's personalities and the way their minds work, sometimes you cannot catch these things, even if you dated them for a couple years. Sometimes it takes time for certain things to unfold, Also, like my grandmother used to tell me, give people time. Give people time. You cannot rush with people because, man, you can find out some wild things about them. It's things that background checks you would wish they would catch, but cannot. There's a lot of people doing negative things out here and not getting caught for them whatsoever. And you have no idea if that person across from you at the table or whatever you're doing at the park, taking a walk or something, whatever, you have no idea what the person across from you is capable of. You have no idea if they even actually see you as a human. This goes both for definitely my women and certainly my men too. You don't know if the person across from you is capable of, normal basic human empathy that's required to build a strong relationship that's built on love. There are so many opportunists on dating apps. It's not okay. I mean, hey, look up, what's it called? I was watching this other video on YouTube earlier today, something to do, it was about like spreaders or gifters or whatever, basically who have these, people who have these like terrible diseases and they intentionally want to pass them along. Please don't make yourself a statistic by even putting yourself in their vicinity. Don't take the chance. Don't go on the date. We have situational single. You are not, a washed up dude if you don't have, a girlfriend or wife right now and you're being careful and, taking your time. You're not a washed up woman if you are, if you don't have a guy and you're taking your time. You're not. You're healthy. I hope you're healthy. You're literally physically healthy. You have the rest of your lifelong physical, sexual health that some people can never, ever, ever, ever get back. No take backsies, no nothing. That they can never get back. Okay? On top of, obviously the result, not the consequence of, sexual intimacy. Having a kid with someone that, doesn't work out, or what if that person's ridiculously controlling in a very terrifying way, but you have no idea. And again, this goes for both women and men, both of y'all. So, yeah, I feel led to pull another. What else? What's some good advice? Some lovely stuff. What else? What my lovely viewers need to know. This is what dreams are made of. Hey now, hey now. I've been having that song in my head for like the last hour now. This is what dreams are made of. Da, 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 da. I got, oh. Here we go. Yeah. So you are literally living the dream that some people can't live anymore, unfortunately. In many ways. Maybe it doesn't have to, seriously. You have so much abundance. You could like pumpkins, corn. You could be someone who lives in maybe a Bible Belt state, the Middle States. You could be kind of like like in those states. You could have a farm, you could do permaculture, you could garden and love pumpkins. Pumpkin seeds, maybe you need to eat some pumpkin seeds for something internal, for more beauty and balance. But you are literally in this wonderful abundance. So much balance. Yeah, and here we also have trunk right underneath. I'm going to read these other two cards that flew out in a second. But we have trunk here. You are stable, loyal, and reliable. And guess what? To somebody on the app who doesn't have good intentions, you are the perfect target. You're not looked at as, wow, what a great partner. You're like looked at as prey. You're meat to be devoured. Again, applies to women and men, okay? And here, yes, oh my god, so a song that's been in my head so much is by, oh, and by the way, the other song, This Is What Dreams Are Made Of, that's by Hilary Duff from the Disney Channel movie, what was it called? It's where she, like, goes to Italy and, like, meets her Italian sister pop star and everything, and then she gets to, like, be the pop star. It's, like, a really cute, like, before Hannah Montana type thing, where, like, Hilary Duff plays one person, she's a pop star secretly and that kind of thing, because the Italian cousin, like, ends up getting, like, really sick, and so she's like, you know what, she's the twin, like, as far as her management team, and then they just, like, make her look like the twin who's, like, sick and everything, and now she's on stage and everything, and so it's really cute. Oh my god, what was it called? But either way, if you just look up Hilary Duff and then This Is What Dreams Are Made Of, that's actually what the song is called. It's such a cute song. I love that song so much. Anyway, I'm in that era myself as well too. But okay, yeah, see? So you see this vulture right here? Another song that's been in my head is by Nelly Furtado. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. Da, 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 da. And all I need to know from you is I'm like a bird. Such a cute song, just so lovely, just light and wonderful and unencumbered with BS, you know? But you have so much freedom and opportunity. So much. And you see how this lovely little bird is trying to spread its wings, but then you got a vulture right up here, you know, waiting to try to chomp at those little wings. You know, these little penguins. Oh, that's cute. They are penguins. But yeah, you are the bird. Some people have decided to turn into the vulture in life. You know? I don't know what this little thing is. Can someone in the comments tell me what bird is this one? Is it a woodpecker? I think it is because of the long, yeah, it's a woodpecker. But yeah, and you need to put up your hedge of protection, you know? You have so much potential in any direction that you want to go in. You need to set your boundaries firm, but again, quietly, without giving anybody any ammunition. You know, don't be indecisive about this. Don't. Take the right path, which is cut them off. It ain't nothing to cut that. That song is so silly. It ain't nothing to cut that itch off. Which, funny enough, I mean, me trying to say, like, you know, be not family friendly. This is 18 and over. But instead of saying, you know, outright the B word, I'm saying itch. But I'm talking about people who want to spread negative diseases and stuff. Cut that potential to be itching off. You don't want that. I mean, goodness. And in some cases, it seems like that's actually lucky and it sounds curable. There are things that are not curable, babe. HIV, AIDS, and everything is so serious. Oh, earlier, guys, guess what? Okay, so let's chat. Oh my god, so I saw this video on YouTube earlier too about someone who, they were just talking about how basically there are over 200,000 confirmed cases of HIV in freaking Houston, Texas alone. That's not even the whole state of Texas. Just in Houston alone. Oh my god. Close to 500,000 people. Bro. Like, you need to, especially if you're like, in a metropolitan. Okay, this doesn't matter what area you're in. This can be anywhere, but especially in metropolitan areas, states like Florida, like, your Miami's, honestly, Palm Beach County, all the way down to Key West. I mean, all of Florida is at risk, especially Jacksonville. Huge, 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 huge city. Beautiful city too. I like it. I like Jacksonville a lot. But especially Miami. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, don't even try to date down there. No, because the statistics are ridiculous. You are so likely to run into someone like that. You also just may not, but oh my God, bro, it's so crazy. Because again, these are world-class cities. People are drifting in and out of town and whatnot, going to places for work, traveling, blah, blah, blah. And just because someone tells you, oh yeah, I'm here permanently or whatever, doesn't actually mean they are. They could literally just be lying to you. Because again, like when you are on the internet and relying on dating sites and stuff, like it is literal Russian roulette with like, you just don't know what you're going to get and who. And you're not going to know. You're not going to know on the first date. You're not going to know on the 12th date. You're not going to know on the 600th date when you think you want to marry this person. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I think that kind of covers it. Follow your intuition, babes. You're doing amazing. Congrats on your new job coming up, because first of all, Page of Wands energy again. Like I said, new opportunities coming in that you want. Like, this is really great stuff. This is super cool. And yeah, keep being sweet, keep being you. Guard your freaking heart out here. Because, oh my God, I'm telling you, you need to watch that video. And literally, I'm not trying to plug for more views or whatever. I'm literally not. That video that I made like yesterday or whatever, or 2 days ago, specifically called Storytime Cautionary Tale, and it has hashtags with cheating, infidelity, and stuff. Bro, I am telling you, bro, or broette, sis, whatever, you need to watch it, okay? If at all you ever feel like, oh man, I think I want to go back out into the dating game, especially via freaking dating. Oh no. Especially, you see the way everything fell off? Don't do it. Kidding. That was just me being clumsy. But I'm so serious. Don't go back out there and do that. Don't do it. So serious, because these people are no joke. They don't care. They're so psychotic, and that video is going to literally help you. It's going to be like a reminder. You should like save it in your playlist. If you know that you're somebody who is, especially if you're like younger, in your early 20s or whatever, and you're like, oh, but I want to like really find somebody, and especially through like dating apps or whatever, watch that video. And it's going to make you like rethink everything potentially, especially if you're a very trusting person and a sweet, loyal, good person like those cards show that you are, and like everybody that like is on this channel is. Oh my God, it's going to like literally shatter what you know about marriage, love, relationships, infidelity, fidelity, monogamy, all of that. Like seriously. I mean, honestly, to even find someone who's genuinely monogamous, that can be tough. People lie. Monogamy is a good thing so everyone doesn't get these diseases. But, well, hey, I mean, look at it. 200,000 people infected in just Houston. And then guess what? These people are traveling. You think these people are just staying in one place? They're going everywhere. So I'm so serious, guys. Just read a book or something. There are so many ways to take care of certain urges in a way that's safe and that will not hurt you ever. Do that. Do that, Ooh, guys, just stay safe, my loves. I'm like so squicked out and horrified from that video. Like, oh my freaking God, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, and I will see you next time, my sweet ones. Bye-bye.